Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Happy freaking Friday. We're back at it, baby. Let's go. Get in here. I'm thirsty. We're early by a whole minute. Get something in your glass right now. Just come on. Time to wake up. Get off work. Go do... You're here. Go get your glass and it better not be empty. Cheers. Happy friggin' Friday! Okay. You can drive to where you're going. Then, something in your glass. Okay? I don't care whatever you're doing, just finish it. Finish doing what you're doing. Dinner completed. Driving, keys are done. Okay? Happy freaking Friday. We're here. We've had a very eventful freaking week. But we're here. We made it. And, man, it's just your typical Friday, man. Just shenanigans going down. Freaking blind flights must be blinded. Bourbon must be consumed. You know, I gotta get better at this. I mean, I gotta compete, you know? And you guys know, me and competing go hand in hand. Me competing and winning, it's just not a thing that really happens often or ever. You know? So, let's go. Good to see you guys. Happy freaking Friday. Man, what a freaking doozy of a week. Bourbon Hunter Lee, Joe Dickinson, and Janelle, the pregame squad. Corgi, hey. Might do one of yours. We still got another one of your blinds. We got we got Philip, Deb. We got one of their blinds. What are y'all up to? What's in y'all's glass? Come get on in here, dude. Happy Friday. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was on the strugglest of the struggle buses today. Just absolutely dead tired. You know? Nothing like 300 milligrams of caffeine straight into my veins to get me pumped up. You know what I'm saying? Tim Terrell. Fango 35, what's up, brother? Henry Turner! That freaking ankle, dude. Bourbon and Beards, driving. Truman! Guy, what are you drinking on, Guy? Hey, Guy. I got, maybe I had it last week. I don't remember when I actually got it. I did have it last week. I was gonna say I got that in 1920. The only other new things I picked up was another one of these, because my store has them on sale now for $15. What are they doing with this? Like, oh, what? It's not the winter anymore, so they're trying to get rid of it? I'm gonna buy a couple backups. It might just be like a wintertime release. Like, why else would they have winter reserve during the summer? Are they gonna have a summer reserve? $15, baby. 15. And then, you know, we were talking crap about how I don't have any wild turkey. So I got me some more wild turkey. I just love this bottle. You know, revisiting of the classics. And you guys maybe saw the review I did yesterday, which, by the way, I filmed, edited, and uploaded it, and released it all yesterday. Elijah Craig A125. Go watch it. Go watch my thoughts on that one. Who we got? Andrew Kelly. Brought my cigars and my neat traveler. Is that freaking fancy little, it's that fancy little, carrying case, huh? Man, this song is hard. Keep the energy going. What's up, Scott Moody, Peter White, J.H. Miracle Martinez. Patty Cake says, happy Friday, nerds and turds. And then Tim says, happy birthday, Patty Cakes. It's Patty Cakes' birthday. You know what? Come on. Raise a glass, Patty. Hey, you pick the next pour. It's your birthday. What you doing? Andretsky, what's up? Dram it all. Get on in here. Fango says, I'm having some Horse Soldier bourbon. Horse Soldier small batch. The story roped me in. Fango, I literally just, like, I've always known about them and I've always known what that is. But Jocko just did a freaking interview with that guy and I listened to it today. I almost went and bought a bottle just after listening to the interview. So, it's funny you say that. My store, it was everything about it's weird because my store recently just got like 3 of, I don't even know how many different offerings they have, but got 3 of them. I was like, dang, I haven't seen that before. And then I see that podcast of Jocko come out and I'm like, this is weird. What a perfect timing. I don't know. Maybe they're expanding, obviously. Having my Friday night starter, Manhattan on the rocks. There you go. $19.20, some good stuff. Tonight I got me some Knob Creek. I did replace my bottle of Old Forester 100 proof. There we go. Come on, Patty Cakes. You pick my pour. Jay says, really like the Horse Soldier full proof. Needs to open up, though. Interesting. I don't know where they're getting it from. Do we know where they're getting it from? Judging by the interview, it sounds like, I mean, is it their own stuff? At one point in the interview, it kind of seems like it's their own stuff. So, but I don't know. Like, what's up, Josh Fritz? It's not like they were really diving into it, like they weren't asking deep questions about the bourbon. Like Jocko's not going to be like, "Oh, where do you get your bourbon from?" He's just like, "Oh, cool, whiskey." What's up, Philip? Say, hey, Philip's here. Might do his other blind because I did Philip's, then Corgis. Now we can go back to Philip because they both sent me 2 each. Someone in Ohio distills it. They're obviously moving towards doing their own stuff just by like how much they are expanding. They're building a huge thing in Kentucky. He said he bought an abandoned golf course. And it's like they're putting their distillery there. Bourbon Neophyte, what's up, brother? I don't know. I don't think Patty wants me to. She's not picking anything. I said she can pick the next pour for her birthday. How about some cease and desist? Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Say less. Happy birthday. Everyone raise a glass. We made it to another freaking Friday. Well, man, it's been a heck of a week for the Wrench household, the Wrench family. So with this birthday pour celebration, we're also just gonna raise a glass. We've had several kind of family friends, a co-worker, several deaths. Kind connected to both of our families. So it's been, and then just some other stuff. We're not going to get into details, but just rough. Starting basically from Saturday last of our, the next morning after last week's live stream, all weekend. Just was crazy. So we're just going to raise a glass for all of them, and to Patty Cakes' birthday. Let's just raise a glass up. Just positive energy and thoughts and everything to all of you. So, to all of them, to all of us, just raise a glass. It's hard to beat that right there. It's hard to beat that. It's Patty Cakes' birthday. Odyssey Rider, I'm here, and Sober February is officially over for me. Let's get slammered on 2 pours. Oh, dude, I can't wait. Corky says, snagged a 4 Roses Select for $40 today, so had to pour that up. 4 Roses Select? Like the 52 proof one for $40? It's usually, isn't it like normally $60? I love that bottle, but I just don't. I don't like paying $60 for it. I think $40 would be amazing. It would be in a new league. Freaking love you guys, Scott, Paul. Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's just kind of. It's weird. It's like things always happen like that, just like back to back to back. It's like, can we chill out, man? Like, it was just nonstop, man. So, we're good. We're good. Things are good. Life is good. But yeah, it just can be a lot, you know? Hey, that's why we got each other, man. We're a freaking family right here. Got a driftless Glen pick. Very good. Mike Meyer. Trev gets inebriated Friday. Let's go. Making sure I'm not missing anybody. I think all the nerds are here. Everyone in here. Mr. Fulton. We have won our second basketball game on Monday night, and I have made 30 rebounds and 30 passes and 30 basketball jump shots and 30 basketball shots. Mr. Fulton's done it all. When you think, anyone in here, if you think you've done it all, you say, what else can I do? Just do what Mr. Fulton does. He is at the tippity top, and he's only halfway up, baby. Bourbon Kitty, cheers, nerds. I'm just lurking. Stupid head cold. Did I see? Was that you? I saw you got a new tattoo. I really try and stay off social media as much as I can, and sometimes I'll scroll and I see things and it clicks. Yeah, okay, it was. Fango says, I showed up for work on time today. Hey, let's go. It's me too. Barely. I even left early too. I left earlier than I normally did and still got there almost late. It doesn't matter when I leave. I get there at the same time. I can leave 15 minutes early. I can leave like, dude, I am late, and I still get there at the same time. Maybe it's my driving. Maybe I know I'm about to be late, so I'm sipping on my infinity bottle after I started a second one. It's a lot of cast strength and hazmat. Scott Moody, dude, about to feel good. Do you know? I've asked this before, but to people who keep infinity bottles, do you keep track of what you're putting in them? Or is it just random? Or do you think about it? What do you do? Raymond Arabia! Let's go. Get on in here, people. Dang, what are we waiting on? Come on. Yeah, become a Bourbon Wrench Patreon. There is a lot of stuff coming. And I can't... I'm at a point right now. That's all I can tell you. But there will come a point where there is a lot to tell you. And it'll be all at once. Okay? I mean, sometimes you just gotta take the cryptic stuff and just go with it. You know? That's all there is to it. Where are the Evernorth bottles? That is a great freaking question. I don't know. I think the last update was... So the last update we got was... Sorry, we're going to start bottling them in a couple of days. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be obviously a March release, considering tomorrow's March, which that always throws me off. But tomorrow's March... So it's got to be a March release for sure. First, second week. But that was the last update. I don't know what the freak they're doing. But I don't care. David said Monday, 2 weeks. So that's what I'm thinking is it's because they got to bottle it. Then it's got to get to where it's going. Yeah. So the last update for sure was... So it means it's actively being bottled. For sure, now. Not maybe, but it is. There you go. There's the update. I don't know what happened. You know, I blame us. I blame it being me. We're a nerd. So, what's up, Bill Reynolds? Sticker for it? I don't know. I typically never even see the stickers until like, hey, this is this sticker. Maybe not social media, but Trev's Discord game cannot be matched. Hey, I'm terrible at all things, but you know what I've honestly been pretty good at is keeping up with my Strava. Paul P, you hear that? Paul P forced me to get this Strava, and I have been sticking to it religiously. I think I need to take that same concept and just do it for everything, and, you know, just annoy you. You know? I figured not everyone wants to know every waking detail. And know how fast I'm running in the elevation game during my run. You know what I'm saying? But I will. I'll piss you off. Paul, I definitely think the app helps. It's like, I can't let Paul P down. Because he sees this. He sees my details. He knows when I slow down. What's up, Gene Brannaman? Let's go! Finally Friday. What a freaking week. You can say that again. I feel like I've said that every week. Every Friday we're here, I say, thank God we're here. What a week. Just, you know, we're here, man. That's what we do. We make it through the weeks. We show up on Friday with a bunch of friends, a bunch of nerds in the chat, and we hang out. Blow off some steam. I was just going to say, didn't you run that last mile a little faster knowing I was waiting for the results? I've literally been upping my freaking, speed my last mile just for Paul P. Bill Reynolds says, I use Strava. Are you in the group? He needs to join the Bourbon Wrench group. How do we do that? Joe Thompson, $1 super chat. And that's all. That's all he says. Nothing. He says nothing. Prove me better than $1, Trev. I don't know. How do I do that? I can... A Malort? I ain't doing no Malort round 19 minutes in. That's some freaking army guy stuff right there. What are we doing? What's up, Joey B? Get on in here, brother. What do you guys got in the glass? And it better not be freaking Malort. If you guys have Malort in your glass, psycho. Barrel-aged Malort, says Max B. I don't even have regular Malort. Dude, Henry Turner, what's up with the new Malort release? They're a meme. It's all a joke, dude. Like, I feel like it's all of that. I'm gonna pull it up. Look at this. Like, is that real? Because it doesn't say anything on the label. Look at this. Hot Cheeto infused Malort. Joe Thompson, I'll tell the story. Trev sent me a sample of Russell's Reserve 15. Wasn't Russell's Reserve 15, was it, Trev? I literally just took the empty sample bottle. I'm trying to see if I got, I just left the sticker on there, right? Didn't change it, nothing, and I put freaking Malort in it and just sent it to him. There's no way. Hold on. What was the story? Like, didn't you like blind it or something? Because I don't know. I don't remember if it was like a brown bottle. I don't know. I just know that I put Malort in a labeled sample bottle. 50-50 Knob 9 and Eagle Rare. Kind of PB&J taste to it. Dang, I don't... That sounds fun. I don't have regular Knob 9. That's another one that I need to get again. I have the Knob 120. Hey, you might get that Hot Cheeto Malort for a gift, says Henry Turner. Please. Along with that wonderful, delicious gift of goddamn freaking... You guys won't believe what I just found. How did I not see it? I'm just gonna leave this bottle here. So when the time comes, we hit the 100 likes, we hit whatever goal. I don't know, Joe Thompson sends another $1. Not that for sure. But how did I not see that? Maybe I was slammered. What's the laser code? LAMK20. Right? LAMK20CO915. Let's talk about Jack Daniel 14, 450 on the secondary. And you know what's crazy too? I'm gonna have to email Jack Daniels because they definitely sent me a sample thing of the 10 and 12 year. A lot of these channels, dude, are getting it because Jack Daniels is sending it to them. I need to be in on that list because I ain't spending no $4.50 for that. That's ridiculous. Max B actually drinking some Chattanooga. Which one? Whiskey Burger. Let's go. Martin, hi, Trev. I'm listening to you in a car as I wait for a slow-moving train to pass. Just jump it. Just ramp. Don't do that. We need you. Dynasty, Dumpster, Fire. Have you had the new Penelope American Light Whiskey? No. The 17-year-old one? Which one I have? I have the 13 from years back. All I'm gonna say, I'm sure the Penelope is good, but the Nerds and Turds have released a lot of light whiskey 16, 17 years old. $60, $70. I'm just saying, we did it first, baby. We did it first. I'm sure theirs is fine. I'm sure it's decent. We had talked about me setting up a Jack Daniels pick. I have a contact Joe for sure. This will be the year for that. It's going to be good. That'll be awesome. That would be perfect. Need to know well in advance. I know, because I'm sure... We'll talk about logistics and whatever that you're going to need. Yeah, we had a 17-year-old Bull Run light whiskey finished in Pinot Noir, $49. Penelope ain't got nothing on us. That was probably one of the better bottles we've ever done. Ever. Probably one of the best bottles you've ever had. Chip! Porky! Let's go! Paul and Ann, get in here! Man, I miss how good this crap is. Just simple, 10-year-old Russells. I prefer this, like, my palate, this over an Eagle Rare 10-year. You just get more oak. I feel like I don't really get oak on Eagle Rare. Not to the level of that, for sure. You may have been nice with the A125 review. Lee, what do you mean? I literally, so let me put something a little more tame on for a second. Let's go. We need some let's get some jazz. There we go. Some smooth jazz. I literally cut out a lot of that video because it was even... a guy who was watching it back and was like, okay, this is too much. I tried to tame it back. So that's like the tame version of it. And I tried to be positive. I added some positive stuff. That Bull Run pick's one of my favorite. Okay, Chip says, I loved the Bull Run, picked up the Penelope. A Penelope light whiskey store pick today. 18 years? Really? Dang. 144 proof, 18 years. That's okay. That's pretty impressive. I'm tired of Elijah Craig's barrels. I'm a Stag fan and they pumped out 4 releases last year. I said what I said in the video, and like I'm gonna stand by it. I feel like they are. It's just the same thing. Yeah, I'm doing some blinds tonight. Because there may or may not have been an invitation to something called the Madness of Matt. Okay? And I need to train. I just feel that Elijah Craig, it's all the same stuff. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying there's zero, it's becoming, they're just blending in together. Okay?
Okay.
Why does it read some of them and not others? Why did she just read that? Lee, that's what I'm thinking. If you were like me and you buy every batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, now might be the time to just like save your money. Don't buy this batch. Don't buy the next batch. Don't buy them all like we used to. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they're just the same thing. It's almost like barrel picks of like the Elijah Craig barrel picks. You don't buy every single one you see. But that's what these are. There are no distinguishing factors anymore, and at least in my opinion. I'm not liking them near as much as I used to. I think it's fine for sure. It's a barrel-proof bourbon that tastes good, but I'm kind of pissed I paid $80 for it. Like, I could have just bought... I've been more interested in rebuying stuff like this. I could have bought 3 more. You know? But hey, I said what I said, and I hope some of you agree. It's just not... Just watch the video. I've said it all. I feel like I need to explain more, because... we can all have our opinions. Mine's just the right one. Let's start a blind. I might even do 2 blinds. We'll see. I need to do a blind. What do we think? I did one of Corgi's blinds. Is Philip, are you here? You want me to do your blind, or are we gonna do Corgi's other blind? I skipped all the 23 releases. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the last... what was the 13-year-old? C batch? That was the last Elijah Craig batch that I, like, truly was memorable. So that was the 2023, right? C923. Everyone else, all of the other batches have just been like, what the heck ever. Like, I don't even care. It's just another, it's just another one. So, okay, Deb says we're here. I'll do your other one. Read me first. Here's all the answer keys. And then I've already read it. And the thing is with this one is there's no order. They just color code them. So there's no particular order I'm supposed to pour these. So I'm going to pour them totally randomly. Blue. Evan. I shoot for 1 batch a year of most multi-batch products unless I just have too many still. Evan, I think that's where I'm going for that. 1 Elijah Craig Barrel Proof a year will do me fine. And I think if that's all I get of that, like the A one, I think it's fine. Like, I think that's a fine batch, but there's no way that it's the best Elijah Craig. It's nowhere near what it used to be. It's good for what it is. But it's definitely not something, you know, I feel like people are like that with Stag because you can't get it. You can't find Stags. You don't just come across all of the batches. But I feel like we're seeing more and more. I'm seeing more and more Elijah Craig barrel proofs just sitting on the shelf, cases of them, because I think people realize, like, man, this ain't what it used to be, bro. And they're not buying it. And I think the whole dropping the age, maybe that helped them put more of it out. But now it's just oversaturated. No one cares. It's the same crap as the last batch. I liked the last batch, but I already have one. I don't want to need another one. And now it sits there, and then it's backlogged. Now you just got cases of batches, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. There you go. I mean, I can still tell you about Stag Junior Batch 15. I can tell you about Stag Junior 14, 15, 16. I can tell you about Stag Junior 12. They stood out. I can tell you about Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B518, C918, C919, C920. I can remember and tell you what those tasted like. Completely changed, completely lost all of that character, and now it's just a run-of-the-mill barrel-proof thing. It's just whatever, you know? They lost their identity, they lost their charm and character to each individual batch. Now it's just the same thing, $90 for a subpar product. Some people will love them. Some people are like me and get pissed off, but yeah, that's just my full-fledged opinion about them. And I guess I just took it out on A125 because it really deserves it. I feel like I say this every chat, but I'll take Jack Daniel single barrel proof all day over Elijah Craig barrel proof for leeches. They're always solid and findable and affordable. Especially nowadays. I would say I would even kind of agree with you back in the day, but especially now. I'm going to grab some paper. I got to walk around this table that I put here. All right, we'll just do it under this flight. A, B, C, D. A is blue. B is pink. C is orange. And D is purple. So there we go, just totally random. What's up, Dave? Let's go. Also, I never read Joe Thompson's $2 super chat, but the lady read it. So, oh, okay. You pick the order so you know we aren't trying to trick your palate. So that's what Deborah says. So they are just totally freaking random. Let's get into it. Glass A. Dark sucker. They're all kind of dark. Smells good. Working your way up, Trev. That'll be 3 push-ups for me. If it's only 10-year, drop the price to 60. And Dretsky, I see that too. Like, why are you putting out the C923 for the same price as the next couple of batches that are complete swill compared to it, you know? It's like there's no... It's like they know what they're doing. Like, let's put out some subpar crap and then one random banger, and then everyone's going to want to buy these subpar patches for the same price. We can put 10-year-old crap out, charge the same price as this 14-year-old when we drop it, you know? Scummy, don't do that. I don't know. They're making very bad and wrong decisions. Glass A. Smells delicious. I'm just going to name whatever I want to name about it. Smells like it's got some decent oak, but like... I'm trying to guess in something like in a way of Matt Madness. Like, what does it smell like age-wise? 10 years. And I'm going to go back to when I taste it, but I just want initial thoughts. There's something very familiar about it. Some sort of... There's a graininess on this, but not like... It smells aged, but there's like a certain... Sometimes you can tell... I don't know if it has like extra malt. Or just... I don't know. The state. Maybe that's the corn, the type of corn. I don't know. I feel like I can... this reminds me of something I have. Smells like it's going to be decent proof. 110-ish. Is it finished or not finished? Not finished. State of distillation. I mean, the safe bet on that's Kentucky. But it could be something else. It's not definitive, though. There you go. I just answered something right off the nose. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to answer the same questions on the nose and then answer the same ones on the palate. Stag D24 is amazing. And for $57.98, it's better than my C923, which I paid $200 for. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is not a terrible bottle for $65, but when I can get Larceny Barrel Proof for $50, then it's no question. See, I'm right there with you, man. I always compare it to other things. Like, what could I be spending my money on other than this? And if it doesn't do something special for me or offer something different, then there's no point. And the fact that this batch is like, bro, freaking... It tastes just like the B524 or the A124. It tastes like the same ones as last year. Then what's the point? I can tell you this because I'm a nerd. There have been about 30 Elijah Craig single barrel drops at various Central Arkansas stores in the last 3 years. Then add in 3 batch releases per year, and I guarantee you most of those picks probably taste very similar to those releases. Bam. All right, I'm done. I'm done with Elijah Craig. Go watch my video today and just get pissed off all over again. I was pissed. Think about me, I had to drink that and then edit it. Vanilla heavy. Giving it some time. But see, in Matt Madness, you don't got time. You don't got time to just sit there. Vanilla bomb. Let me just drink it. Oh, yeah. Definitely barrel proof. I don't know how high, though. We really haven't drank anything super high proof yet. And that was definitely the hottest thing so far. But I don't think it was crazy. I'm thinking 120 something, like 121, like low 120s. I could even be coaxed. I'm thinking between like 118 and 122 would be my range. Hold on. I'm going to give a range, and then I'm going to pick a very specific number, because you got to pick a number. I might even have a guess. Just off memory. It has kind of a nutty, like a pecan. Like a burnt pecan. Is this going to be an Elijah Craig? Is this Elijah Craig barrel proof? I was starting to think this was Larceny barrel proof. Just because the finish was pretty soft. Distillery, I don't have anything else, to be honest. I'm going to definitely call that Heaven Hill. Because either one of those I'd be fine with. Larceny, Larceny barrel proof, and some of those Elijah Craigs. You probably got in my head because we're talking Elijah Craig barrel proof. I might just have to. Could be Knob Creek. Trev, Mrs. Paul P is not happy. She ordered merch last week and they've managed to lose her package. Are you kidding? Like who? The Post? Tony Bergness. Larceny Barrel Proof has surprised me again and again in a positive way. I think I'm right there with you. I feel like Larceny Barrel Proof, and get that, you seen the freaking, y'all see this? I haven't done a video, but if you guys would like to see a video of that, look, they changed the freaking bottle. They added a little freaking thing on it. Now, I will say I kind of disagree with them just making this one big sticker instead of, what am I trying to do? Here's Lessons with Trev. You know, before this was a cutout in the key, it was on the back of the bottle, so when you looked, you could see through it, you know what I'm saying? Now, I kind of don't like that, but otherwise, I love the gold. Stands out a bit more. I like it. And that's how you do it. I feel like these are consistently good, kind of like the Elijah Craig barrel proofs used to be. I feel like some of them are really freaking good. Nowadays, I feel like they flip-flopped. I think at the beginning days of Larceny Barrel Proof, it was like total meh. And now it's flipped. Like Larceny Barrel Proof's the consistently good one, and Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs are like freaking whatever, and then a random good one, and then freaking whatever. Man, I love just getting pissed off. Just makes me happy. I don't know, Deborah says Larceny is one of my favorite weeders. This might be Larceny Barrel Proof right here. Why I was leaning towards that, the finish kind of seems like it tapers off, and I feel like weeders do that. Picked up my first Larceny Barrel Proof single barrel pick. Going to open it tonight. 8 years old, 117.8. Wait. Larceny Barrel Proof pick. Are those new? I was trying to look and see if I had a pick like of a regular one. Is that new? ASMR whiskey from Vegas. Vegas. Yeah, I'm just gonna go because I have nothing else, and that's how Matt Madness is gonna have to be. That's 122 proof from Kentucky. I mean, I guess there's no age on that. Larceny Heaven Hill Vanilla Bomb Weeder. Glass B. I mean, Matt, you got to be quick, and you can't second guess, or you can't go back and change it. I said what I said, and it's done in history. And I'm playing the game. What's up, Sugar Kitty? UPS lost it. Well, they said they gave it to the post office. Post office said never seen it. So what are they going to do? That's just it? Like, we need to get freaking Mrs. Paul P some Bourbon Wrench merch. I'll go buy it right now. They ain't gonna like, no, they ain't gonna reimburse you. Does Spreadshirt know about this? Like, this something gotta change. Whoa. Drastically different. Rye. Rye. B is a rye. They're gonna say, what kind of what kind of whiskey is this? It's a rye. It's Fruit Bomb. I'm locking in rye. Locking in rye. Really don't know what other questions you could ask about it. Proof? I don't know. It just smells clean. 100 proof off the nose. Is it finished? I don't think so. Let's taste it. Also, again, for the Bullards, A was blue, B is pink. If you guys still even have you might not even know what the answer key is anymore, but these are not numbered and they are not in any particular order. The order was determined by me just to make it even extra random. Let's try it. Okay, Deborah says, we know. Oh, we know exactly what you're drinking. And you are a freaking idiot. Hasn't gotten a single one of these right. I'm still going to I'm sticking with rye. The problem with these freaking, with the blinds like that are you can really get inside your head where you'll lock it in. Like, especially like on these rounds, I'll smell that and be like, dude, that's a freaking rye. And then you nose all four of them, and then you go back through them and taste them. And after doing all of this, you'll be like, like, I don't know, it's not tasting like a rye, and I said it was a rye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get in your head, and then I'm sticking with rye. Hey, Beth Porter! Bratty kid. I ain't no bratty kid. Mama Bev Porter's blessing us. It's most likely USPS's fault given the current state of the government. AKA, they better send some free merch. Paul P, Paul P needs some merch. Philip says, hint, these flights are our faves. It seems familiar just because of how fruity it is. But I have no clue. It's hard for me to guess. Like, rye, I am not that good at. But that's rye, dude. I'm thinking, I don't know. Tommy D, Tommy mother friggin' D. Cheers, Mr. Bourbon Wrench. How are you doing? Tommy, I'm doing great, brother. Tommy, how are you doing? Bad headache tonight. Not sure how long I'm going to last. Bev, you go, bad headache. Pop some ibuprofen, get a cold rag, throw it on your head, and just go lay on the couch. Still not saying it's finished. I think this is just a straight up, just a classic rye. I'm feeling. Ryes also are confusing because it's weird. They can kind of go both ways of they can drink hotter than they are because of the rye spice, but then they can also, I mean, I guess I'm just describing every drink, right? But like, is the spice deceiving you? Is it not as hot because of that? I mean, that's up there. It's gotta be. But then I don't know what that could be. I'm thinking this is gonna be, I'm gonna guess a proof, and then it's gonna be higher. Because I'm wanting to guess it's like 118. I might want to go higher. If I was in a game, if I'm in, that's what I'm trying to do right now, is like play the game. I bet there's some postal peeps wearing some Bourbon Wrench merch. Some dude, you know, the bag ripped or whatever, then he saw, he's like, holy freaking crap, that's the Bourbon Wrench. I know that guy. Hurry up! This is Matt Madness training. Hey, Bev, we love you. Go fix your headache. Go relax. You ain't gotta stay. I yell too much anyway. I don't know. I really don't like guessing high on ryes, though. Because it doesn't smell... And I can't wait for this to not be a rye. I'm going to do it. I'm going to guess 125. I have no idea what that is. Could be anything. Could be anything. Let's go on to C. I feel like I'm doing great. I feel like I'm doing freaking awesome. As a matter of fact. I don't think I've missed a single one. See, now we're back to bourbon. Back to a vanilla caramel bomb. What's up, Robert Reed? Drinking whiskey on a Friday equals you're doing awesome. Did you hand etch that glass? Yes. Blindfolded. And with my toes. I don't know. They're saying this is, they sent me 2 flights of their favorite things. They've all been really good. This might be my favorite nose so far. I don't remember the last one, how I ranked them, but of tonight, this might be my favorite nose. Maybe. I also just drank it without guessing anything about it. I say this all the time, and I'm usually wrong when I guess this. 4 Roses. One of these times I'm going to be right, and it's going to hit big. It doesn't seem that high of proof, but it's full of flavor. It's making me think it's like the Four Roses Select. Like right off the rip without anything else. There's almost like, I mean, it's got that freaking Four Roses to me, especially the good ones, have that musty, oaky, chocolatey thing going on, and that's what I'm getting on this. So if that's not Four Roses, whatever this is good. And not... Dude, it's musty. And I love must. You must have must. Or musk. What am I trying to say? The only other thing that has this kind of thing to me is wild turkey. It has this rick house characteristic. If you've been in a rick house, you know. You go in there and it's just like damp. It's gonna sound gross, but it's like this damp, bourbon-soaked wood lingering in the air, just in dust and old wood and barrel wood and whiskey floating around, and it creates this wonderful, wonderful thing. That could be wild turkey, too. I don't know, like proof though, like the proof is what's throwing me off. Keep going back to it, it might be... That might be something else, man. Like that might be wild turkey, that might be higher proof wild turkey. Because it still seems low to me. Like 110. Like now I'm getting my head like, is this Russell's single barrel? Is this like one of their picks? They got a good pick? Bulliards? You got a good Russell's pick? Or am I just totally, is it a Four Roses Private Select? And I'm just undershooting the proof? You know? We do have a good Russell's pick. There's no way that I just guessed that. I think you're screwing with me. You'd think I would fix all this before the stream, but that just simply wouldn't happen. Still no glasses at the merch store because the glasses are the Patreon only because it costs a lot of money. Andretzky. But merch is top of the priority for the month of March. I know Andretzky says, where's my merch? I don't got no merch. Dude, you're leaving me hanging. The quality and the amount of merch I do is huge. And it just takes some time. And I've honestly have slacked. And then last month, our dishwasher went out. And there's $900 to get a new dishwasher. So that kind of put me back. So it's priority number one. Maybe if I just order it, you know, in the dryer goes out, then the dryer takes second seat. You know what I'm saying? No, our dishwasher was freaking they were terrible. You can go through the neighborhood right now and someone's dishwasher's on the freaking road right now. The whole neighborhood's dishwashers are dead. Ours just lasted longer than most somehow. But as a matter of fact, this Monday, we got our new one installed. And we got a good one. Freaking $900 later for a dishwasher, but it's an awesome dishwasher. You've got a dishwasher named Mrs. Wrench, and Mrs. Wrench, she hand cleaned. Dude, we didn't buy a dishwasher for 3 months. She been freaking hand washing dishes. Trev, you bougie getting a $900 dishwasher. No. It was a $600 dishwasher. Plus, I paid for a dude to come install it. Because I can't. I ain't doing that. And then I paid for them to take mine away. And then taxes. And then I paid for the 3-year protection plan through Lowe's. So when this mother effer dies, they coming back out and giving me a new one. Totaled to be about $900. Scott, we got a Frigidaire. And the thing that I learned is make sure the inside, when you open that sucker, the inside is metal. You don't want the plastic inside. So when yours dies or you go to upgrade, make sure it's metal. The walls on the inside are metal, right? Don't ask me why, just do it. And it's great. It's a fantastic freaking dishwasher. That's all I'm saying. Stainless. Yeah, you need the stainless inside. I predict it dies in 4 years. Dude, Paul, you piece of crap. Evan, no clue. Heating element for drying? I don't know. If you guys know more than I do, I will find you the exact one I bought from Lowe's. But it had really good reviews. And that's why I went with it. And the dude who came and sold us the dishwasher, this dude was born to sell dishwashers, okay? He, I don't know, he did not, he was one of those old dudes who just shoots you straight and is like, I don't give a flying piss what you do or which one of these you buy, because I could care less. I'm just going to tell you. And he's like, which one you like? And we showed him the 3, and he's like, get that one. I was like, okay, why? And he's like, well, that one's crap. Freaking, it doesn't, it's, you know, he just shot me straight. And I was like, well, I kind of already was leaning towards that one. He's like, well, then just get it. I don't care. He's just like a salty old dude. All right, we got to guess. That might be turkey. 110. Russell's Reserve. Wild turkey. D. Shoot. Scott Moody says, going to dinner. Cheers, y'all. Scott, have a great dinner. And, go ahead and order something good. It depends on who you're going to dinner with. You know, you going out with the wife, you better be ordering a nice glass of wine. I love how we turn this into a goddamn dishwasher thing, but hey, I'll show you guys my dishwasher. I'll hook up the phone and I'll go stream it right now. It's a good dishwasher. I've been limping my dishwasher along for 20 years. Ours didn't even last freaking 7. Pods kill dishwashers. It's a vicious scam. That plastic doesn't dissolve all the way. Well, crap, I use pods. I get dishwasher pods from Sam's Club. And I get freaking laundry detergent pods from Sam's. Eric Sawyer came in here. Nude! Bro, Eric Sawyer is a freaking nerd, dude. So we need to do... So you're telling me I need to get some liquid dishwasher detergent. Andretsky's got a Bosch. And you call me bougie. Isn't Bosch freaking bougie? They don't make commission in appliances anymore. That's why the guy didn't care. He just told me what was good. Cascade from Sam's. Okay. All right. I'm definitely going to use this plastic that we have until it runs out. Not going to lie. What's up, Usonian? I mean, hey, I got 3 years to... Hey, I might need to use more plastic. Let it break in 3 years. This is definitely the... Yeah, Philip, I agree. This is the darkest one thus far of this flight. And I don't know. I think maybe now that one's my favorite one. This has been a great flight. It smells... It's so dark, but it doesn't smell like it's not coming across super aged. It's not coming across super high proof. It's all of the things that would give this color is not being indicated off the nose. I'm not smelling high age. I'm not really smelling finish either. The only thing that tells me is like, that's gotta be... This can't be like Kentucky or something. Like this. Joe Thompson, $10 super chat. Joe, okay, Joe. He says, ciao, Trev. Joe, get on out of here, brother. Joe went from 1 to 2 to 10. So we're up to... I don't know how to count. Let's go, Joe! I don't know. Let's see what this is. I don't know. They're definitely... It's higher proof than it smells for sure. Man, that's confusing. He says that's the cheapest bottle. I don't know how I would have even guessed. I don't know. Drop off all your pods at the local high school? The heck? When am I going to drink whiskey in a field? Very well could be this year, Eric. I don't know. You just gotta stay tuned. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the only thing that hasn't changed is the field that we will be doing Nerds in a Field. And the headquarters in said field is coming along nicely. Very nicely. Cheapest bottle of the lot. It's much higher proof than I would have even thought. So it's confusing me. The color is what throws me off. It's making me think that's like Texas or something. Like, what gets that color? It's cheapest. It doesn't... It's not drinking... It's not drinking aged. But it's drinking. That's still Austin cask strength. Four years. Texas. I mean, the color, like, it just is not indicating anything. I don't even know what the proofs of those are. I haven't had one in a while. What's up, Steven Cornicelli? Been thinking about buying Old Granddad Bonded, never had it. Steven, what do you think of other Jim Beam stuff? If it's still Austin cask strength, okay, so 2. You're right, 2. The Old Granddad Bonded to me is very orange peely. So think of like Steven, do you like old fashions? Do you like that orange peel note? Because that's what I always got on that one, like nutty and orangey. I'm typically not that big into that, but I can see people loving it. And for like $20 or whatever that bottle is. Is it like Wild Turkey? No. No. It's going to be a lot more orange. I think it's a lot more orange peel forward. Philip says, FYI, I hate Texas whiskey. So is this not Texas whiskey? He's definitely trying to give me hints. I don't know what else could taste like that. The cheapest of the lot. That's what's confusing me. Like, it's the cheapest one. It's drinking cask strength. It's super dark. Emily motherfreaking Chambers! Emily, I freaking love you. I'm not a fan of any Old Granddad. Steven says 114 was okay. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, Steven, I don't know. Part of me, I have 2 answers for you, Steven. One is, if you drank 114 and thought it was okay, I couldn't imagine you drinking Old Granddad Bonded and saying, wow, this is awesome. That's part of me. The other part of me is the me who I bought everything, and that me says, there's only one way to find out, and if you want it, then spend the $20 and see for yourself, because that's the only opinion that matters, is yours and your palate. So, I don't think it's ever a loss. I think it's a learning experience. If you've never had something and you're serious about drinking bourbon and collecting bourbon, buying Old Granddad 100 is a learning thing. You're either going to learn that you love it, that you hate it, that you'll never buy it again, or you're going to buy more. Like, It's expanding your palate. You'll know what it is, and you'll know how to explain to other people in your, I don't know, in your realm, and your friends. So, also, just another thing, Steven, maybe you should entertain this thought. This bottle right here, I've raved about it. It was on sale in my store for $15 today. Okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can even find it. I think they're getting rid of it because it says winter. I would get 2 of these over the Old Granddad if it's my honest opinion. Just grab one of these if you can find it. Okay? Here you go. Old Granddad will always be there. I think this is better. I started the show with this. This is my 5th bottle of this. Jesus Christ, do I drink that much? 5th bottle of Jim Beam Winter Reserve. Steven says, had to put my 14-year-old dog down this week. Damn, man. Well, if that's the case, brother, just because I would literally kill a human being over my dog, I would go get you something good, man. Depending on your budget, I would make sure I got something that I had more confidence you would enjoy. And I would pour that sucker open and 14 years with the best pup you got, man. Heck yeah. We love you, Steven. That's no joke. What does Philip say? Might be the youngest. I'm sticking with it. I don't know. It's 100 and... Guys, I ain't ready for Matt Madness, dude. This is so hard. Philip's over there hating me, bro. That ain't still Austin. I don't know what it is. That ain't Texas. I don't even freaking know. It's 115 proof. Easily. It is Legacy. Is there Matt Madness? I may have spoiled it by posting this, but I got an invitation. You didn't tell me not to. There's no time frame, but I was invited. So I don't know. Maybe there won't be. What are y'all drinking? Post in the chat, what are y'all drinking? Worst case, hey, JH made another thing too, dude. And I say this about everything. And here's the thing. There comes a point where, like, to me, buying a $20 bottle, that's nothing, bro. Like, I don't think about it. I ain't buying like 10 of them or 5 of them, or I'll buy a $20 bottle, whatever, for whatever reason other than just to drink one. I buy a $20 bottle of wine, and that sucker's gone in a day. But there was a time where I wouldn't even spend more than $30 for a bottle, or else I thought I was a complete psychopath. So we're all in different stages of what we're okay with spending. Worst case scenario, you buy a bottle, you don't like it, make old fashions with it. Just pour it in freaking Coke and watch some baseball, watch some football, do whatever with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never bought a bottle and felt like I just totally wasted. Okay. There's been a few times, very few, that I said I completely wasted money. So, most of the time, It's not all hope is gone. Yeah. That's right. That's crazy. That's crazy. I killed you on my middle finger, huh? Freaking mosquito, dude. We already got a mosquito. Now I have blood all over me. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Piece of crap. Let's find out the answers. I'm sure the Bulliards will never send me another flight. I'm sure they think I'm a total idiot. I'm gonna tell. Let me say this. Let me rank these so we really drive a nail into this. I think C was my favorite. And then it was kind of a toss-up. I think it was, my favorite goes C, and then I think it was A, then D, and then B. And come on. That rye was so good, but like these bourbons were so freaking good. It's hard to beat. Kevin Campbell, hold on. I missed a lot of stuff. I saw Kevin Campbell come in here way late, and I need to know what he said. So late. Had work, but listening, doing push-ups. Bosch dishwasher I bought on Black Friday is amazing. Now for a drink. Bourbon of the week! Chris! Bourbon of the week, bro. There's going to be a lot of changes coming 2025. One of which is Chris and I will be streaming together. We've been talking about this for freaking ever. What are we doing? SoCal Jake, what's up, Jake? Late? Doing push-ups? Have never had Still Austin, but was going to get the cast strength to start. Good place. That's the only place to start. Now, I've had some really good ones, but you don't come across them. If you find a Still Austin cast strength, you get it. They're good. Just get one, and you'll love it. I promise you. So good. That's such a good bottle. It is not, you need everything you know about Texas, put it out of your head. Still Austin is Still Austin, and then Texas is Texas. Okay? At least what I used to know of Texas. Maybe Texas has gotten better. But back in my day, Texas was terrible. It was black licorice and crap. In my opinion. I never liked it. But it's definitely better. In fact, I got another Texas one that's freaking great. So, I think they're changing. All right, let's find this out. Rick! Dude, Rick is late. I ain't never saying Rick this late into the stream. Glass A was blue. Man, you guys really locked this sucker down. No way! Holy freaking crap. I still have some. I called it 10 years old, 122. I was starting to think this is this is where, okay. Half of this I did good, the other half I freaking sucked. I called this 10 years old, 122, Kentucky, Weeder. I called it Heaven Hill for sure. I thought it was larceny. Nope. Some of it. This is Parker's Heritage Rye. That's insane. There's no way you would call that rye, man. At least in my opinion. It's Parker's Heritage 10-year-old rye, 128.8. I knew that was Heaven Hill. It gives off Heaven Hill vibes clear through and day. Man, rye was not on my radar. An idiot. Parker's Heritage Rye 10-year. That was my second favorite. That's wild. That's on it. Like, they might be thinking I'm a total idiot not calling that a rye. That is very bourbon lovers rye, if anything, man. Scott at Artfully Bourbon. Cheers all. Happy Mardi Gras weekend. Miracles is going to Still Austin tomorrow. Go in there. If Nancy Fraley's there, just start dropping our names. Say, Nancy, I know Trev. Only if Nancy is there. If anyone else there, I don't know. Philip, do you guys get... I mean, if you pour it knowing it's a rye, maybe you can see it, but man, that's like a bourbon lover's rye. That ain't like rye. I'm still, like, even knowing it, I'm still not really even getting it. It's so charry. I think the char hides the rye notes. It's fantastic. Never would. That's crazy. B. I did guess 10-year right off the rip. I will say that. Not gonna lie. And Heaven Hill nailed that on the head. B is pink. I called this rye. Non-stop. Let's go! This is Tumblin' Dice, straight rye, single barrel, 7-year. 117.36. What's up, Joe? Two things. I knew this was rye. It was a fruit bomb. I don't know if I mentioned this, Philip, because I did not write it down. But I, for whatever reason, and I am not screwing with you right now. This is more for me moving forward. For whatever reason, I wanted to call that 118 proof. And I thought I'm going to move it up in proof because I think the rye is screwing with me. And I went up to 125 for no reason, but I don't know. Maybe sometimes the first guess, and I wanted to guess 118. I'm like, no joke. 7-year, I don't know. There's no way I would have guessed that. I would have had no idea. Zero clue. Zero clue what I would have even guessed the age on that was. I am not good at the age of ryes. I don't know. I would have said anything. I don't know. Maroon Frenchie. What's crazy is I have a Tumblin' Dice rye pick. Maybe that's why I was saying that tastes familiar. Glass C, which is my favorite, by the way, was orange. I don't even want to say anything until I look at it. Did we not do one of these? I ain't ready. I see now. I see now what I was calling. I'm fairly certain you guys sent another one of these. I called it Russell's Reserve. At first, I was calling it Four Roses. I think the Four Roses was the better call, just by what you're about to find out. This is Nashville Barrel Company Straight Rye. 12-year stuff and whiskey pick. 119 proof. That chocolate minty thing that I was calling Four Roses was the freaking rye. Again, I think this is a bourbon lover's rye. And I think that minty chocolatey thing I was calling Four Roses. Now, here's the thing. I was calling that low proof. It's 119. I had to force myself to go up to 110. So I don't know. Maybe the 12 years. Maybe the 12 years tamed that down a little bit. I don't know. That was my favorite. That was my favorite of the freaking list. Well, Trev, at least there's no shame in getting eliminated from round one. Guess what, Paul P? I've been eliminated in round one every single year. Jay said, I sent you a sample of that bottle. This bottle? Or a different bottle? I hope it wasn't the same bottle. That one. JH sent me a sample of that bottle. Maybe that's why it's tasted familiar to me. I'm done. I think there's no way I'm... Stop the music. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if there is a fund, or if there is a betting service, Trev in Matt, you know, I don't have the best track record. I've lost round one every single year. This would be the year to 100% put all of your money on the guy against me. I don't even want to say it, Philip. There's just... There's no... There's no way. And I know there is... I know it's true. I'm just saying, there's no way I've gotten this bad. I called this Still Austin from Texas. I think the only hint that Philip gave me was, I was like, man, that ain't from Kentucky. And he's like, yeah, you're right. This is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye Hero Selection from Coy Hill, 138.4 proof. You know what? I already got the bottle right here. I already got the bottle right here. And let me find it. Philip, Deb, amazing flight you gave me. I am a piece of crap. And I deserve this. Okay? Oh! No! Ah, it's disgusting. I think I've gotten used to Malort. Like, this is far worse. Mmm. You know, Philip, I didn't even think about it. You know, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm good. I'm good. I deserve it. I deserve that. That was probably the worst showing I've done. I think what really threw me off Philip, was the fact that B, so that tumbling dice was so rye, super fruity forward, and the other ones were more of like, you know, like the Parkers. That ain't no rye, dude. It's like 10-year-old char, Heaven Hill. Yes, it's a rye, but like that would confuse you even if you drank it by itself. But then when you paired that up with that tumbling dice, it's like, dude, there ain't no way that was a rye. You know what I'm saying? I think, and you didn't even try to do that, but I think that's just the way the blinds go. I think that tumbling dice really threw any sort of doubt that I would have about the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a rye or is that not? I think the tumbling dice was like, there ain't no way that's a rye because that was a rye. And then that one reminds me of a bourbon, so it's got to be a bourbon. And it's not even, you didn't even have to think it through. That's just the way blinds go. Very good, though. Very delicious. That's crazy. Like, some of the answers. That Parker's Heritage was delicious. C was my favorite. the stats on it again. Nashville Barrel Company Straight Rye 12-year was my favorite. This is good. I mean, that's just good freaking crap, dude. Hey, 2025. 2025, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Bourbon Wrench. This face, the name Bourbon Wrench, is going to be on a Nashville Barrel Company bottle. Nothing's confirmed, but I mean, that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we doing it. That was a lot of fun. I honestly, I'm telling you, I say this all the time. Philip, Deborah, and anyone who's watching who do blinds, you don't even have to think about it. If you just pick 4 bottles and just do what they did. Put a color sticker on there and have me just pour them so it's double random. It's blind flights become crazy. So pick 4 bottles and then tell me to pour them in any order I want. And then now what we got is a freaking complete shit show. You know? Like, I have no idea. Your 2025 resolution should get Mama Wrench back on the live stream. I think she's coming over here tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to fire up a live stream, but I'm going to send you a sample pack. Hey, and here's another thing, guys. The Bulliards, they didn't tell me to do anything. But if you want to have me answer specific things about each pour, feel free. Get a piece of paper and tell me to guess whatever you want about any of them. Holy crap, it's Amazon. I'm just kidding. I'm going to go piss. You guys get something in your glass. We still got some time on the clock. We're going to hang out. We're going to drink some more. We're going to talk some more. Was Trev wearing a fanny pack? I got a shirt on under this shirt, dude. It's just a, you know? Don't think I can get booze delivered in Rhode Island. I think the people... I'm gonna look. Well, they don't really have an option. Does shared pour? Someone like shared pour or a, who are the other guys? They go to Rhode Island? Yeah, it's usually... No, Steven, don't even worry, bro. It's usually not. I feel like Utah is a 100%. No one shipping there. Massachusetts, I've definitely seen them come and go. Tennessee, for whatever reason. What's up, Sean? There's gonna be some big things coming 2025 on the Bourbon Wrench. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm getting pumped. We're trying to keep the energy over here. Okay? And Steven, your bottle will be delivered to you. Let's go. I'm just drinking whatever I freaking want to drink right now. Let's go. Come on, it's Friday. Let's hang out. Let's ask questions. Let's answer questions. Let's just drink bourbon together. Quit being such a tease, Trev. All I can say is in due time. In due time. It'll all make sense soon. Que pasa, nerds? We celebrated my grandma's 100th birthday. Today, I asked the bartender for a double Johnny Walker Black on the rocks, and she poured 4 times! Was that what Granny Bag of Donuts asked for? Was she wanted some Johnny Black? What a psychopath, and I love it. Hey, fun fact, I love some Johnny Black. That's one of my guilty pleasures. And I don't like scotch. That's one of my guilty pleasures in Cancun. Like, you go to an all-inclusive resort, you ain't drink, like, if you don't pay for some sort of fancy drink package, you get endless drinks, but it's cheap crap. Johnny Black is included. And for whatever reason, dude, just asking the dude, can you just pour me a couple shots of Johnny Black in a glass? And they would. I enjoyed walking around with that. I'm not going to lie. Johnny Black. Weird. Cheers, late, but just poured the Green River Weeded Barrel debut push-ups. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. What's up, Baker? Geo! Say on. Let's go. Are y'all awake? What month is the field meetup? We can't talk about that right now. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff. It'll make sense in due time. I'm just warming you up to it, guys. I'm warming you up to it. It'll all make sense. Okay. Trev, thoughts? Rest in peace, Jen Hackman. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Easily, and I'm sure people are a lot bigger Gene Hackman fans than I am. But there's a movie that is easily in my top, I don't know what I would rank it. Easily in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Is it the best movie of all time? No, it's kind of cheesy. It's kind of corny, but fun. And I don't know. I say that when I think about it. No, it's a freaking good ass movie. I was a kid, and I watched this movie all the freaking time. As a matter of fact, to this day, if ever I'm scrolling on Hulu or whatever, or I'm at my parents' house, and this movie is on, it's like Forrest Gump to me. I see it, it's on. Period. No one has said it. No one has said it yet. The first person who guesses it, why don't we do a prize? I'll send you a sample. I'm not even gonna acknowledge anyone. Chad Gazinski, I'm acknowledging you because you just came in. Come on, keep it going. You don't even know if you've won yet. I'm gonna see what year this movie came out. Okay, I got it. Oh, shoot. You know what's crazy is, I'm going to tell you right now, no lie, no one has gotten it, but a couple of you have guessed a movie that I forgot that he was in. That's a good freaking movie, too. All right, we got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. Y'all can quit. The movie that is easily in Trev top 10 movies of all time. The Replacements. Dude, that movie growing up. Bro, here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact that you guys, I've never even told this story. Trev Wilson played pee-wee football, okay? I'm tiny, dude. I'm a skinny kid. I was number 42. I picked 42 because of Ray Smith in The Replacements. You guys know Ray Smith? I mean, he really didn't do a whole lot in that movie, but I loved that guy growing up. So I picked 42 because of that movie and because of that player. Yeah. That's Is that the one with Sandra Bullock? That ain't Sandra Bullock, is it? No, she has short hair. What is her name? I don't even know what her name is, to be honest. But yeah, it's Gene Hackman. It's got Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is the goddamn quarterback. I don't even know what her name is. It is not Sandra Bullock. I can see it's like a young, short-haired version of her. It's like the Wish.com Sandra Bullock. Shane Falco! I mean, that's where I learned what this meant. Dude, I love that movie. I can recite that whole movie. Freaking love it. The other one though, Brooke Langton. Okay, there she is. She hasn't been in anything since 2019. I was on the page. Wrench test check stick. Bro, Ben, what the freak are you doing? Is that franchise? Ben, for one, why is your glasses upside down? in both photos. But if you cycle between the photos, the one with Gary is like considerably blurrier. The other movie that you guys mentioned that was totally underrated was Behind Enemy Lines. That was the one with freaking Owen Wilson. And they're in like Bosnia, or it's like it had to have been Bosnia because that was the only war that was going on at the time. Early 2000s, he was like a jet fighter. Had to eject. And Gene Hackman was like the goddamn commander to like send to go find the guy. Yeah, that movie was awesome. I wouldn't call that like a Gene Hackman movie though. Like I feel like Gene Hackman was a way bigger part in The Replacements. Still such a good movie. Can't forget A Bridge Too Far. Was he in that? Dude, he was in so many good movies. It's honestly crazy looking at his resume. We still got 69 people in here. Let's go. Steven, what do you think about that 1920, bro? I freaking love that stuff. What's up, Whiskey Juice? Today's hunt turned up a Rock Hill Farms and Bourbon Barrel 36 Yahoo. No freaking... How do you... I have yet to ever find or own, not even from... I got a lot of people out there that will find stuff for me and be like, Trev, I'll sell this to you. Bourbon... He gets me all my 1792 12 years. Okay, I got people out there. I have yet to ever get a Rock Hill Farms. And at this point, I don't even want it. Like, why is that one so hard to get? And then you just find it? What the heck? Barrel 36. So good. I know, Paul, I know I'm not missing much. I'm just saying, like, as a collector, I'm like, why the freak can I not find this one bottle? I mean, it's ridiculous. He played the Polish general. I'll have to watch that Hoosiers movie because I have never seen that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I can't afford it if I find it. A Bridge Too Far, was that not like that freaking, like, am I dumb right now? No. That's that freaking British movie where they're taking the, it's basically, it was like the British version, right, of Operation Market Garden. What was that bridge? I thought it started with like an A. I don't want to sound dumb. Now I'm reading. See if I can make myself sound smart. It was definitely Market Garden, but weren't they going for like... Wasn't the Ardennes? That doesn't make sense. Arnhem! The Arnhem. The Arnhem. Okay. I knew it was Market Garden, which... Okay, guys, I know dates. September 15th, 1944. I know there was Operation Market Garden. One of the biggest failures of World War II American history, for sure. Okay? Total failure. Total failure. 82nd Airborne, 101st, total failure. I'll have to watch that. I've definitely seen that movie, but yeah, Gene Hackman, dude, there's all sorts of freaking dudes in that. Sean Connery. Yo, what up, Clay? No, I've never seen Hoosiers, and if I have, I don't remember it, so there's no telling. Man, I need to retry the 1920. Gave me a bitter oak note last time I had it. Tony, bitter oak. You need to retry it, bro. How long ago was it? If it was a long time ago, I would say definitely retry it. If it was recent, then I don't. That's just what you get, bro. What's up, Travis? Hoosiers is a great movie. Clay, I don't think it was in, I think maybe Crossroads in Band of Brothers covered it, but Operation Market Garden was episode 5. Hey, you guys about to see how nerd out I get. Band of Brothers, episode 5 is called Replacements. Or was it 4? Now I'm talking crap about myself. Replacements? It might have been episode 4. I think it's episode 4. Band of Brothers Replacements. Episode 4. 4 was Operation Market Garden. That's when they jumped into Eindhoven. They jumped into Holland. It was a failed operation because every objective that they jumped into Holland, and every objective they tried to do, they couldn't do it. They couldn't secure the bridges. They got everyone got effed up. Now here's the thing. It's basically what led into the Battle of the Bulge, because they could not secure the headway that they were trying to do on that. So then they had to hey, well, we got to figure something else out. And then all of a sudden, they ended up in the freaking Ardennes forests of Belgium. So, yeah, everyone needs to go rewatch Band of Brothers. But that's what we're talking about here. Operation Market Garden. I think it should be, Jay, I'm right there with you. It should be in every school, all male. I think everyone should watch Band of Brothers and The Pacific. Clay has been trying to get me to watch Masters of Air. I have not watched it yet. But I think The Pacific and Band of Brothers, from a history, it's literally a history book. Watching it, you learn a lot. You need to watch Hoosiers as soon as the stream ends. Trev, what's the last dessert you've had? I mean, you guys think that I don't eat candy and dessert and stuff. I think my last dessert was a cookie. Just a regular sugar cookie. I don't know. So before the stream, I had 3 chicken tacos. And after the stream, I'm going to have whatever. But I eat an apple. I cut up an apple and scoop a scoop of peanut butter and just slam down the peanut butter every night. I mean, that's dessert to me, bro. I don't know. I don't need chocolate. The Pacific is great, too. I think, obviously, Band of Brothers is better as a whole. I liked how gritty and how freaking gory the Pacific was. I feel like a lot of average viewers don't want the gore and that type of stuff, but as a war veteran and stuff, I'm kind of like mad that you don't include that. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, there's one very specific scene in the Pacific that I feel like, and no one's gonna even know what I'm talking about. Like, you're gonna have to go and rewatch the Pacific. I've watched it 7 times through. I know every goddamn scene, but I feel like that needs to be shown. As bad as it was. So there's a scene, I think it was in the episode when they're going through, I think they were assaulting Pelelu. So episode 5, I think it was, in the Pacific. And there's a scene where I haven't watched it in a while. I don't know the specifics. There were dudes in like a foxhole or something, or a bomb crater, and a bomb lands on them. And the guy goes and he runs and checks on them, and it's literally just like, those dudes are just like, it's literally like an arm, and then there's like a knee bone, and then there's like brain matter. It's just like literal shocking, like the gore that's in this little foxhole. And he runs over to it, and then he's like, holy shit. I think that's like that. I don't know. I'm not going to say I like that, but I feel like that needs to be in a war documentary type of show. The shock on his face, and then he's looking and you see it. I mean, it's gory. I mean, that's so good. And Band of Brothers didn't, it had gore, but it was definitely way more tame, you know? I don't know. I feel like if you're telling the story of these guys and what they've seen, you need to see at least a representation of the horrors that they saw. So you know, like, man, these guys aren't right. You know, crawling up, he crawled over the thing and looked down and saw his friends are in just in pieces. That messes you up. So, I don't know. I feel like I like this. It's so weird saying I like to see that, but if you're gonna make a realistic movie, you better include it. It's like Saving Private Ryan, dude. That opening scene, dude, you better show everything. Don't sugarcoat this. Show what war is. It's not freaking getting shot and throwing your gun. Oh! That's not what war is. It did a good job representing the psychological turmoil. Oh yeah, for sure. Like Sledge. I think that's the one thing that the Pacific did better than Band of Brothers. I think Band of Brothers was a better storytelling, but I think the Pacific did a better job of showing you the psychological downfall of man in war. Sledgehammer, his character is the perfect example of, he was some innocent Christian kid and he goes to war, and then all of a sudden he becomes like, he gets to the point where he's like, I don't even know if I believe in God. And then he just starts like, I don't even care. I want to kill everyone. Like, his character progression is so good. I mean, and you can see him every episode, he changes. It's like he's like a different human every episode. So that's where I'm like, that's awesome. The Pelelu scene where the guys were throwing pebbles in the half blown off head of a Japanese soldier. Yes. I mean, it's brutal. literally they're sitting there, and this like Japanese soldier, his head is like from here is gone, so it's just like a puddle of blood, and the soldiers are just like throwing rocks and trying to land in this head, and they show that. I mean, it's brutal, dude. Brutal. If it doesn't trigger vets PTSD, the movie sucks. And that's my thing, is like, if I'm gonna watch a war movie, it better trigger some stuff in me, because I'm like, come on, I ain't no freaking pansy. I can handle some shock. Omaha Beach was nothing compared to Hurtgen Forest or Okinawa. I'm going to be honest with you, Peter. I really don't know much about the Hurtgen Forest, other than I play a video game that has that in it. So I'm going to have to look into, like, the actual story behind it. It's crazy. I'll have to look that up. Like, the true history on it. The Pacific showed how soldiers can lose humanity. Says, hey, Peter B. I know, Peter. I saw you come in here earlier, bro. I mean, honestly, like, Sledge is the perfect character for that. I mean, the dude loses everything about him. He becomes like a freaking shell of his former self. They played it good with how, like, religious he was. And then it got to the point where he was like, nah, I don't need the Bible. And then all of a sudden he was almost like lashing out, like looking to kill Japs. You know what I'm saying? He's like, before he was like, oh my God, a Jap. Now he's like, let me kill him. Like, the show is really good. Everyone needs it. You all need to watch it. And it's brutal. The whole show is brutal. You need to watch it. The Pacific. You need to watch Band of Brothers, and then after you finish Band of Brothers, watch The Pacific. There you go. There's 20 hours of your life right there. I promise you. If you've never watched it, you're in for a freaking treat. Easily two of the best. That's literally 20 hours of the best war footage, like, movie that you'll ever see in your life. Period. Many of us family members who survived horrors beyond imagination, and I get anxious when my phone rings. It's getting serious. Just poured some Rebecca Creek. Bro, I'm having a good time. I love talking about war. You guys know me. I love talking about war. I love talking about anything. When all of you guys when you're all chiming in, I love it. So you name a subject and you all start chiming in. I mean, I'm right there with you. It don't have to be just war. But I do love war. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I love a good I don't know, man. I love the realistic stuff. So anything Tom Hanks touches, man, I love it. The Hurt Locker. I think The Hurt Locker is one of the most boring movies, yet one of the most realistic, especially like early, probably 2006 era Iraq war movies you can watch. I feel like if you want to know how the military is, you need to watch that movie. Like, the fact that they just sit there and they just get caked on with freaking sand. It's so good. No, okay. Hurricane Forest, 55,000 U.S. casualties. And then Sean says, When Trumpets Fade is a movie about Hurricane Forest. I grew up loving. I was addicted to When Trumpets Fade. I mean, I have not watched it in probably 15 freaking years, dude. But I know that's the movie with Baxter, dude. The freaking medic. The dude with the melted face. Yo, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look into this. And then I'm gonna rewatch When Trumpets Fade, because that's easily one of my favorite movies of all time. Wish I would have been old enough to ask my grandpa some real shit. He was on Iwo Jima. Yeah, that's how it always is, but you know, sometimes I would never feel guilty. You know, I feel like, honestly, a lot of Usonian, I feel like a lot of that stuff he probably wanted to take with him and not leave for you. So I feel like he would have told you, but I would be at peace. You know, I don't know. I don't think he would have. A lot of those guys, man, they would tell you. I don't think they want to, you know. Trev, have you watched the oldies where Eagles Dare, Bridge Too Far, Dirty Dozen? I've seen them, man. When I was... Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, and here's a little fun fact about Trev. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do... I literally watched Saving Private Ryan every other day. I was addicted to war. And I'm talking, I'm 8. I'm 8 years old and I'm watching Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan on repeat. I would watch the intro scene of Saving Private Ryan 7 times in a row. Like, that's what I was into as a kid. So I watched all of those movies. I went and rented When Trumpets Fade. I can't even name half the movies. Basically, every World War II movie that existed, I watched. When Band of Brothers came out, I immediately bought... I had my, 10-year-old, 8-year-old me had my dad buy the box set, and I watched Band of Brothers nonstop. Adam Hudson, I Full Metal Jacket, I didn't watch that until way later in my life. But Hamburger Hill, I think I saw a friend of mine was a Vietnam vet, told me Hamburger Hill was the most realistic war movie he ever saw. That one, I loved Hamburger Hill. I watched that movie as a kid several times through. So just completely brutal. We Were Soldiers. I watched that 15 times. I was just so into it. Rambo. I never really got into the Rambo movies until Rambo 4. I think Rambo 4 is easily the best Rambo. Period. Even over the oldies. I'll say it. Rambo 4. Best one. Easily. Peter says, although not as good as the Pacific or Band of Brothers, Masters of the Air was solid. Gave you the ideas that the U.S. Army Air Force suffered. I'm going to definitely watch it, don't get me wrong. Letters from Iwo Jima. Flags of Our Fathers. All those movies, dude. I just watched the shit out of them. Over and over and over. Rambo 4... There's no way, Paul, that you do not like that movie. Rambo 4, when they go into Burma There's no freaking way you don't like that movie. Okay, I know you have an allegiance to First Blood, but there's no way that you've watched Rambo 4 and you don't recognize that that movie's badass. I'm just saying. That movie's awesome. I'm talking the gore. He rips a dude's throat out of his freaking head. We're talking 50 cal. This dude shoots people's heads off. He shoots a guy point blank with an M250 cal, and he just explodes. It's awesome. Rambo 4 is where it's at. It was the perfect mix of like action and gore of like, dude, they cut people freaking, he cuts the dude's innards out with a machete. That's awesome. I might be sounding like a psychopath. I love seeing organs spill from bodies of the enemy. Just saw a breakdown of the Battle of Pointe du Hoc. Amazing how the plane got shot, but they were still successful. Pointe du Hoc, wasn't that, Pointe du Hoc was that Utah? It's one of the beaches, but Pointe du Hoc, I'm fairly certain was the Ranger Battalion. And those mother effers had to freaking scale up the cliff. They had like a rope, right? I know my goddamn World War II history, man. Pointe du Hoc. I'm pretty sure it was like 2nd Ranger Battalion. Is a cliff. Yeah, that's what it was. Those mother effers had to climb that. Man, 2nd Ranger Battalion had to scale the cliffs. I called that. Yeah, that crap's crazy. If you look at the photos of that too, how the frick did you do that? If I had a time machine, I would love to just go and like be an observer of the Normandy landings, because like my brain can't wrap my mind around like how did they do that? No wonder they took freaking 3,000, 4,000 casualties. Like that's what it takes to do that. Our brain, I mean, look, we're talking in the entire war that I served in, 9,000 people in 20 years. We're talking a third of that in one day. Right? It's just like my brain can't comprehend the amount of human life lost in one day. Like we're so spoiled nowadays of like, oh yeah, we lost 2 guys today. That's insane. That'll bring you to your knees. Guess what? Imagine your entire freaking platoon being killed. Imagine what your brain's thinking. Jesus, all of my best friends are dead, and it's just me. That's what they're dealing with over here. Crazy. Pointe du Hoc guns were moved and hidden inland, and the Rangers found them. MOS check. Let's go, 11. I don't even care what you are, Lee. 11 Bravo, baby. Cheers, Trev. Come do some push-ups tomorrow night. Northwest Bourbon. Hey, I might, bro. I might. You know, you can't tempt me with a good time. Know anybody enlisted today? Not the same. Wife went to bed. Steven. 1920 till it's... Hey. Let's go, Steven. I, I feel like Steven Cornicelli's having a good time tonight, guys. I feel like he needed one, man. You need to watch the real war movies, Alien versus Predator. Are you talking about the 2006 film, Alien versus Predator? Joe Dickinson? Because that... Was it 2005 or 2006? That movie is badass. And I would definitely highly recommend everyone watch that movie. The charge of the Light Brigade with Errol Flynn is the reason they say no animals were harmed in the filming of this movie. Would they kill a bunch of animals? They probably killed a bunch of cows and sheep. Independent Joe, I've been ignoring you since you came in here, Marine sucker. Hacksaw Ridge is really good also. What's up, Pecker House? You know the one thing about Hacksaw Ridge that like blew my mind was the amount of like decapitation that happened in that movie. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's a great movie. A lot of people's heads get exploded off for whatever. I don't know. You know, I love my gore, dude. I'm a gore fanatic. I love slashers. I love war movies. I felt like it was like over the top, the amount of heads that were exploded in that movie. I don't know. That might have just been me. It might have been just me. Alien vs. Predator was 2004. Hey, I was close. Effing drunk, dude. Well, Steven, I encourage you to get drunk, but I also encourage you to drink some water, bro. I'm going to drink plenty of water, and I'm going to continue to get drunk. Cameron, what did I miss? Everything. You've missed an epic blind, gore, decapitation, Band of Brothers, The Pacific, a giveaway. I gave away $1 million. That's it. And you missed 10,000 push-ups. Oh, wait, that's what you're doing. Miss Rich is home. Think what the typical World War I soldier felt when they were ordered over the top. What was that movie? Was it 19... Is that what it was called? 1917? I'm going to tell you right now, like... Right? Am I getting that right? It was that movie, it was like a one-shot movie. Yeah, 1917. Buffalo Jay says, I'm live. No freaking crap, Jay, get in here. My problem with 1917 is... I think it's a really good movie. I think they focus too much on that, like, one-shot take. When you could have... Think of like if Steven Spielberg and freaking Tom Hanks took their take on 1917. I think they could have definitely made 1917 more horrific. Like I feel like it really didn't capture how terrifying it was. And that's just my thought. I think they were trying to tell a different story about it, and it was really good. Don't get me wrong, I love that movie, but I I don't know. I feel like you could really make a very dark horror freaking World War One movie. And I did watch All Quiet on the Western Front too. I would say that movie was a bit too long. I feel like they could have condensed that sucker. But they did really good too. I think they just drug everything out too long as far as a film making thing. Really good though. I think All Quiet on the Western Front's like 4 hours long. I think it could have been 2 hours. I mean, it's a long ass movie. And that was my problem with All Quiet on the Western Front, is it was too spaced out for me to feel the horror. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was too drug out. Gallipoli with Mel Gibson was a great World War I movie. I've never even heard of that. With Mel Gibson? Gallipoli, I'm guessing that's... Where even was that? We're talking like freaking... Africa? You gotta see Overlord, really good. Overlord. What year was that? I mean, obviously it's freaking D-Day. Trev, did you watch Taps when you were little? No. I'll just pour my first glass of whiskey. Cameron, what you pouring, bro? Don't sleep on Braveheart. Bro. I'm a Braveheart fan over here, man. Jeez, Trev, Gallipoli. Man, I didn't know it was in Italy. Okay, if it's in Italy, it's got to be down south of Italy, huh? Sicily? Gotta be Sicily. Turkey. So it was Italy going into Turkey? No. Jay says I was guessing. It ain't Italy at all. It's in Turkey. Come on. I'm trying, bro. Oh no, my wife said don't bring up history. I'm gonna need to watch this Gallipoli movie with Mel Gibson. Here it is. 1981? Holy crap, is he young. Wow. That looks fun. Prime has Gallipoli last time I saw it. I'm gonna watch that. 1981. Mel Gibson is young as piss. Man, I guess I got a lot of movies to watch, huh? A Bridge Too Far. We gotta rewatch that. Gallipoli, because I've never seen that. What was that Hurtgen Forest one? It was the movie we loved. We gotta watch that one. We got a lot of movies to watch. Trumpets, when the trumpets fade. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Is that I only know this just by knowing Saving Private Ryan so much. This guy that's in When Trumpets Fade, one of the characters is in Saving Private Ryan. I'm fairly certain he's one of the dudes, when Tom Hanks and all of them get to like the bridge and like the final battle scene, he's one of the 101st Airborne guys. That's him. Andretsky says, my wife is having open heart surgery Tuesday. I need some positive waves. Well, I'm going to give you waves. I'm going to give you vibes. I'm going to give you prayers. We will definitely be praying. Andretsky, it's up to you. What is going on? Like, why is she having open heart surgery on Tuesday? I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to say anything. David Goldman, Full Metal Jacket. David, is this a jelly donut? Steven, I can't play music on a willy-nilly. This is my band, so I can play it. I can't just play music. I can only play music that I pay for, which is my, all the music you heard before this, or my own band, because I can't sue myself. If I play any other music, I get copyrighted. They will freaking bend me over. Copy strike running right down me. Boys and Company C? I haven't even heard of that. $1978. Is that Lee Ermey? That's Lee Ermey. Was he as funny in this movie as he was in Full Metal Jacket? A faulty valve. Well, you know, Andretsky, we're here. You got a lot of nerds right here raising the glass. I have full faith in your cardiologists, cardiovascular surgeons. This is going to be another day, another dollar. It ain't going to be nothing to them. And they're going to go in there and they're going to fix this faulty valve, and it's going to be a freaking pristine valve. That's all there is to it. Gonna go in there. It's gonna be good. Period. Mrs. Andretzky, you know, without her even knowing this, she's a freaking nerd. All right? And she got the power of Bourbon Hunter Lee doing 10 gifted memberships. Freaking Lee. She got a whole community on the other side. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this, she's gonna feel better than she's ever felt. You fix a faulty valve like that, she's gonna feel brand new. What was her? I feel like her symptoms were probably she was tired all the time, out of breath all the time. Yeah, oh yeah. They're gonna go in there, they're gonna fix that, and she's gonna be a brand new her. Calling it. Hey, we love you no matter what, bro. We right here. I was gonna say that we can celebrate next Friday. I haven't told any of you guys yet. I should have said this earlier. I will not be live next Friday. Next Friday, next weekend, two things. Next weekend is our 1-year wedding anniversary. Time flies. So we're going to be celebrating 1 year freaking wedding anniversary. I will not be live. But it's also my race weekend. So my race is next weekend, and then the rest of the weekend is we're just celebrating. So I rented a cabin. I'm gonna go race and then celebrate 1 year. So that's next weekend. Well, it's honestly crazy, bro. 1 year has already flown by. You gotta buy a bottle of Blanton's. Freak off. I ain't bringing that crap. I got my race. I'm racing next weekend. And then the rest of the weekend, we freaking just partying. Celebrating. We're going to be down in Hot Springs. You know, Al Capone area, you know? I'm fairly certain Babe Ruth went there too. So 10 minutes for the race, then party times. You know, that's what I'm saying, Paul. I said, babe, give me 23 minutes and the rest of the weekend's yours. Foot race? Or a race war? No. 5K. 3 miles. 3 miles of running. That's our goal. My goal is we're gonna get there Friday. We're gonna hang out, and then Saturday's all business. AKA the first 20 minutes is all business. Did she reply you're normally done in 2 minutes? There's no way. No, that's not her. She's not in here. Nope. Wasn't her. I don't know. That 2 minute. It's Steven, it's not an obstacle course. It's literally just running 3 miles. I'm literally just like going and running for 3 miles. And that's it. I got a nice dinner planned for us. It gets shorter the longer you're married. God dang, how can you get shorter than 37 seconds? And what are we doing? I think he's lying, and this is the race where you have to carry your wife and then get her weight in beer if you win. I mean, I would love that. So basically, like, I booked this race, and now that we're talking about military, that's why I want to bring this up. Some of you guys, like Paul P, some of you guys might have known, and I might have already said this. You know, you drink, you forget. But Adam Brown, the Navy SEAL, there's a book called Fearless. He's from the area. Anyway, it's a 5K that they put on for him, and all the funds go to that charity. So I was expecting someone to know who that was. Well, y'all got to do some research. Google the book Fearless. Fearless. Just Google Adam Brown Fearless, and then I would highly recommend if you read books, that's a book you guys got to read. I'm telling you. Order the book right now. Trev, congratulations on first anniversary, my 27th, 2 weeks from today. So you're a week after us. Next weekend is our first anniversary. Been married since 1987, Las Vegas. Circus, let's freaking go 5/20/87. Let's go, Lee. When you're running, Trev, all you need to hear is Goggins in your head. Stay hard, Buttercup. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, I have my own little weird thing that I go, like, I listen to like Nick Bear and all those guys, and they talk about the pain cave. Going into the pain cave. You know, when like things start to suck. But I've been pretty good at like getting into a rhythm of like I don't know. I'm fully. I am fully. I feel like I'm as prepared as I can for this. My initial 5K, considering I decided to do this, um, within a couple months ago. Um, I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. I'm like I'm mentally freaking there. Um, I'm freaking ready. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm going to open Independent Joe's sample of Blanton's Gold. Cheers, one and all 42 years last November, says show me the proof. Let's freaking go, dude. Heck yeah. Cheers, man. That's awesome. End of May is 10-year anniversary of my divorce. Well, cheers to that too, huh? Maybe. I don't know. Will T. What the hell's happening here? All right, guys. We're wrapping it up. I have a huge run tomorrow. I gave you all an extra freaking hour. Y'all can follow me on Strava if you want to see what I do, but I'm definitely freaking running. I got a big run tomorrow over on Strava. The rule is, whatever y'all are doing, we finishing this glass and then we're done. Go watch Hoosiers. I'll go see if she wanted to watch it. She might have even seen it. She's way more cultured than I am. In the Hoosiers, it's a basketball movie. Again, I will not be live next Friday. So next Friday, we will be leaving. We'll be going to our cabin. Deep in the woods, you'll never find us. And then I'll wake up the next day to race. So I will not be live next Friday. We are starting our freaking anniversary weekend, and I guarantee you mother effers ain't gonna be there. Okay? Okay? You will not be there. So, you guys are gonna have to wait another week to see me. Again, I will be, I know Paul P. I know some of you guys are tracking my Trava stuff. I will be obviously tracking my race on next Saturday. So, Henry, no. I will not be wrenching next Friday. No. I'll be making sweet love to my wife or something. I don't know. And no, Andretzky, you cannot babysit Willow because we're bringing her with us. I'm just going to tell you, Paul P., I will be tracking my race times. And Paul, I need to get with you on this because I feel like isn't there a way you can like track it live? I mean, it's not like you would want to actively watch me live, but I figured I thought there was a way that they can like, you can do it like a live tracking. But either way, next Saturday, Paul, I will have my race results up. I will be logging it as we go. So, I don't know. That's it. We got anniversary next weekend. We got my first race in years. Willow going with us, and we're gonna have a good time. So we're gonna have a great old time. I'm definitely gonna limit. I'm gonna limit the amount I drink this week. I'm gonna really focus on hydrating. I feel good. I feel good. I feel so good. I feel so locked in. Um, but I really want to just like crush it. So definitely the last couple of days, I'm gonna have zero alcohol, all water, all electrolytes, all carbs, and I'm gonna freaking destroy it. I'm gonna literally bring Bourbon Wrench community into this, and I'm gonna freaking crush it. Um, Paul, I don't even want, based on your times, that 5K will go in a blink. My thing is like I want to blow those times out of the water. So I'm gonna bring it everything I have. Um, I want to crush those times. So um, I'll make a post. I'll definitely make a post afterwards. I'll be sure to be. We're gonna be posting Patreon photos over there with us out and about in the city, but I'll post the times for sure for everyone, so you guys know I lived up to my legacy. But that's it. Let's go. Let's wrap it up. Cheers to you guys again. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a Patreon. After tonight, you're entering another month of the Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting me more. Life's been crazy. So thanks for everyone for being here and drinking and hanging out. Thanks for the Patrons of supporting me more, continuing to support me. There's a lot of stuff coming. There's a lot of big news coming. Okay? Just buckle up. Other than that, Bourbon Wrench, baby. We're a huge freaking community. We got a bunch of nerds here. We freaking love everyone. Everyone go over to Independent Joe. Independent Joe, drop the link. Go over to hang out with Independent Joe. He is a Marine. He does eat crayons. So give him some slack. Okay? Like, there's a reason why the army invaded Normandy and they sent the Marines over to like the islands. Like, he is what he is, but we still love him. You know what I'm saying? Independent Joe. I may have even seen him eating white crayons. Like the worst crayon you could possibly I don't know. Just go over there and talk crap. I don't know. He'll understand. Like, why are you eating that? What? Getting weird. Yes, white. White crayons. The most useless crayons, and he was eating them. White and black crayons? What are you coloring with that? Useless. Also, I don't know, orange crayons are honestly pretty gross. Like, I don't know if you guys have colored with crayons. Like, the orange is terrible. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Ask the Marine. I don't know. He might like them. They might taste like Cheetos. I don't know. Terrible. Gross crayon. Black, white, and orange. Terrible. See y'all in 2 weeks, guys. Freaking love you. Wish me luck. I'm gonna do a couple of Patreon things in the meantime because I do not like missing this much of time. And again, Paul, Strava, you will see all of it. You'll see my every race time and everything. So any Strava users, we got Strava, and I post all of my workouts daily. So other than that, we're gonna have a good time, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna get drunk as piss after my race. We're gonna go straight in drinking beer. So let's freaking go. Love y'all. I will see you guys where I see you next, whether it's a Patreon or the Friday after next. I will see you there. Freaking love you. Good night. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. We're gonna have a good time. It's freaking it. It's it. Bye. Have a good night. Go drink some water. Keep drinking bourbon. I don't care. Make sure you drink some water. Wake up tomorrow feeling good enough to keep drinking. And freaking love you guys. Big news coming. Big news coming.